Welcome back. Science for the Conscious Mind checking in, you feel me? Alright. If you with me now watching this video, that means you made it to March with me. You know what I'm saying? Now, March, we about to shift gears a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So just stay tuned. I think y'all gonna like this one. This one's gonna trigger a lot of people too, but hey, it gotta be done. Alright. Signs for the conscious mind, as you've seen. So these signs will only be for the conscious mind. You got to be aware of this. So they always like to say DNA holds memory, and we have a lot of junk mail, DNA strands and shit like that. But I'm gonna tell you about that junk mail. That junk mail is your subconscious coming to become conscious in your everyday actions. So as you've seen, the topic is the Mayans. For y'all who didn't know what those paintings and hieroglyphs and stuff was on the wall, those are from the Mayan temples. You feel me? And as you've seen, they was so hey, some of y'all can't visualize what I be saying, so I got some visuals for y'all ass. Here we go. Keep up. Okay, so we're in 21st century. If y'all haven't caught on by now, then y'all probably will never catch on. But for those who do catch on, and for those who's getting a little sense of shit and starting to come around. Now, why did I post the Family Guy thing? Because we always say what? Hollywood put the truth in plain sight. You know, and they disguise it as a joke. So while you're too busy focusing on the amusement part, the message and the real inside joke is being told right there in your face. So Hollywood always put the truth in all their shows, but signs are for the conscious mind. Conscious only means aware, so I'm gonna need y'all to be aware during this whole video. Peak game. Alright, so DNA hold memory, right? You seen how the locks was formed on the Mayans. This is how they depicted themselves. You know what I'm saying? Locks. You see how coarse the motherfuckers was? You see how coarse the locks was? How long they was? How neat they was? They didn't look matted or nothing. You feel me? So DNA hold memory, man. Y'all got a peak game, dog. Hollywood's throwing it in y'all face, even with the Black Panther movie, man. Killmonger. The Black Panther is indigenous to South America. Y'all not catching these signs for the conscious minds? These signs are being dropped on the unconscious mind right now. But peak game, I'm about to connect all this DNA for you. There's no such thing as junk mail. Y'all just not paying attention to yourselves. Conscious means aware. The jaguar is indigenous to South America. My bad. So how Hollywood did it, they put the indigenous jaguar, which is us, against the Black Panthers, which is the Africans, and they subconsciously showing how we're beefing. But in my following video later on, I'm going to show you and connect the dots on how we are actually one tribe. But keep up. As funny as that last slide is, it's real though. It's real. It's facts. DNA, man. Them dice. It's a nigga right now shooting dice. You feel me? It's niggas right now shooting dice, bro. It's raining right now where I'm at. Pouring down raining. February 28th. Pouring down raining. It's niggas inside the house right now shooting dice. Bet them up, man. What you talking about? CeeLo or 2 dice? What you trying to get it in? You feel me? DNA holds memory. And we've been doing all this shit for eons. From blocks to shooting them dice. Hey, the next slide, y'all gonna like this one. Oh yeah, it's real. These are real depictions of these people on in stone, folks. You hear me? Like, these folks took our culture and used it against us. Mm, 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 mm. Next time you see a nigga do a crip walk, really look at him, and in your head, play some Native American drums, some and watch it. That shit's ritualistic. Gangs, gangs. It's nothing but a tribe. When these folks landed here and they seen our tribes, they called them gangs. Why? Because gang is an English word. Words are spells. We ain't nothing but tribes. It's in our DNA. It's in our DNA to belong to a tribe, something. Growing up, whether it's Bloods, Crips, or whether it's Zeta, or Q Dog, or some kind of fraternity or sorority, or just cliques, niggas in neighborhoods and shit, just chilling. Or you and just your partner and them, y'all tribes. These tribes. Tribe is just that, you know it because it's just that, it's a bond that you know that, man, I ride for this folk right here, man. It's just something, man, that my dog. It's just that, it's that bond. It's like, it's universal, man. This is what I mean. This is why I'm trying to get y'all on this spiritual shit. Because I'm about to connect all these dots. Because I'm tired of everybody in the conscious community beefing over the same shit. Y'all arguing about the same shit, which is confusing people who's trying to get the knowledge. Y'all arguing about the same shit. Y'all egos too big. Getting knowledge can affect your ego too. And a lot of y'all is being affected, man. Peak game sciences for the conscious mind. Oh yeah, y'all getting these gems today. Y'all getting these gems today. Yeah. DNA holds memory. A lot of this stuff comes natural to us. Effortless. Because it's in your DNA. Come on, man. These right here, y'all seen it in it. To us, when we growing up around each other, man, and we shadow boxing or we sparring just for fun and we just doing this right here, you know what I'm saying? You gotta think on our level, we do things on a higher level of shit. To us, it's like, okay, let's say if we boxing, just in the hood, okay, one dude win, the other one lose. Okay, that's just in our height sense of things. But that same loser can go to like a whole different, please, I'm not trying to be fucked up, but can go to a whole nother race and just fuck shit up. You feel me? So we are, come on, man. Some shit just natural. Our body tones, like my body tone, bro. You see, I do push-ups and sit-ups and all this shit in the house. I go to work, do what I'm supposed to do, you know what I'm saying? I eat healthy and shit like that, bro. I've been naturally toned my whole life. Like, I got baby pictures of me with abs and shit. Like, I came out like that. Like, come on, man. We do these well. We come out like this as a kid, man. My daughter be up here be trying to swing on you and shit. I'm like, hold on, man. What you doing? You feel me? Whoa. She be in here be, what's up? I'm like, oh, you feel me? But she ready to go. And then, the football. You seen, you know, Then this American football helmet, man. We did this sports shit. That shit come effortless. You know, you seen the basketball huddle. We already know that they had ball game sports and shit like that. Like, come on, man. Come on. Like, this shit, it's in our DNA, man. This shit just effortless, you feel me? This shit is effortless, dog. But signs are for the conscious mind. You got to be conscious of not only your surroundings, but your DNA, your actions, and then research is really important. They get away with a lot of this shit because people don't research, people don't read. You too distracted by everything. Like, but your big bro here, I got you. Pete gang, here we go. See, I used to get in trouble in school for just asking outrageous, well, I wouldn't say outrageous questions, just questions that was outside the box that my other classmates just wouldn't ask. I guess they mind just wouldn't do it. I guess they mind was just like, man, fuck this shit. I'm just trying to get through this shit, man. I hate this shit. That, and most kids feel like that. That's because deep down, they spirit know this shit is bullshit. But parents kind of force it on their kids though. You ain't never had anxiety and all that shit until you start going to school and interacting with people. As a kid, you just friendly. Y'all want to be friends. You can walk up to any old person and just talk and make friends and all that shit. But once you put that child into school, and as them years start going on, and he's encountering bullies and being teased and just all kind of crazy shit, because there are teachers that be lying on kids. There's teachers out here that be touching on kids and all kind of shit. That child start developing anxiety and mental issues. But that's neither here or there. That's a whole later video down the line in March. But you've been lied to. You ain't never know why they never go into depth about the Mayan culture, the Aztec culture, the Inca culture, the Mississippians and all that, the Chickasaws, the Cherokees, the Iroquois, Shawnee, the Yamasee, Tianos, the Arawaks. You ain't never actually wonder why they ever go into debt, because if they go too far into debt, then your DNA will start connecting its memory, because it's just laying dormant. That's what junk means. It's just laying dormant. And since our body is just made of electricity, knowledge turns it. Knowledge and information is just that, electricity, because it's all energy, some forms of vibrations and frequencies and shit like that. So your DNA can start connecting dots the more you start becoming a seeker of knowledge. Start researching and shit like that. Then a lot of stuff start making sense. It made sense why they want to tell you that you from somewhere else, so they can just have their heaven right here, when this was our utopia. It makes sense. It makes sense how everybody be like, yeah, Africa, whoop. And then as soon as you be like, well, just go back to Africa, be like, nah, my home is here. Subconsciously, you like, yeah, Africa. And as soon as somebody be like, nah, consciously, you like, yeah, Africa, let's go back to Africa, whoop. And as soon as somebody like, yeah, let's go get these plane tickets and go back. Y'all be like, nah, my home is here. My grandfathers and them was here, woo. Then you, subconsciously, that ain't it. This is your home. You know that. You know that. Niggas been lied to, man. You see freckles, gingers, all that shit. Yeah, it's indigenous tribes that look like that. And what if I told you that they told you everything in reverse? So everything is in reverse, and if they told you that all life started in Africa, that's the reverse part. So you have to reverse what they just told you, and all life started here. I'm telling y'all, the Americas is bigger and more rich of resources than you know. And the Americas do include South America, Central America, North America, Canada, the West Indies. All that is America. Americas. Not the US. Americas. But that's a later video for March 2. Here we go. So, when they say that they killed off all the indigenous people, the phrase, the pen is mightier than the sword, comes into play. Because they didn't literally kill us all off. Nigga, they killed us all off. When you understand, white privilege is your privilege. Because this is your land. And these folks will do anything to protect that. Even if that means kill you, incarcerate you, create false narratives about you, to try to get the world scared of you, to not fuck with you, to oppress you. Ancestors left this land for us. Their blood is in this soil. Yeah. That out of Africa teachings was only a theory, bro. That's what I mean. School just fill your head up with a bunch of theories. Out of Africa is a theory. It's never proven. Just because a nigga skin dark, that don't mean he came from motherfucking Africa. Do you know that South America and Africa have the same type of climate and heat and next to the equator? So that means that in order to live in South America, you will have to be, in order to live in like the southern region of North America, you had to be, because everything was closer to the equator back then. But science for the conscious mind, man. I hope y'all got some gems for this, got some science. Hope y'all did do some research and shit like that, because a lot of us are the Mayans. A lot of us are the Aztecs. A lot of us are the Incas. A lot of us are the Arawaks, the Tianos, the Yamasees, the Mississippians. A lot of us are them, and we don't even know it. But this one, spirituality and meditation come into play, because all the answers will be revealed in the Matrix. But hey, this the video 1 intro of the March. Did it in February because, you know, Facebook got me in Facebook jail for 7 days. So I want to go ahead and get this shit ready for y'all. So when I come out, boom, this is what we talking about. We connecting dots. We ain't arguing no more in the conscious community, because we all right. Because we all right. Science for the conscious mind.
Swift like death in the night, searching for a shadow. Boy catch up like Sprite, get a pill for swallow.